Hey, ride-alongs. Good morning. It's a wonderful Wednesday morning. I'm actually haven't been too long. Got back from my walk with Cairo. It was look cool. Like it was in the 40s this morning, so had to stick on this big old sweatshirt. But y'all, I'm actually sitting out here in my van. You can see. Cause what I am desperate to go camping, and I actually like have something to do, but I'm going to probably go this weekend, if nothing but for one day. So. But yeah, let me show you my little van setup. So here's my van setup. That's my bed made up. That's like a storage thing right there. And there's just my sink right here. And I'm just working outside today. And that's my water I'm drinking and my protein coffee. And here's my computer setup. So I'll be working out here because, as I said, I'm desperately needing to get out in the woods and just get away. It's been just too much going on. I need a break. So. But yeah, but I wanted to tell you all what happened to me this morning. I had a cute little interaction with a little teenager this morning. So I'm walking Cairo and I get up to the bus stop and I smell some good smelling, and I wasn't sure if it was cologne or perfume. I smelled musky, but I smelled just a little fruit scent too. And I said, oh, somebody smells good. And the little boy, bless his heart, I don't know, it was middle school age for sure. Well, he went to grinning, that's me, that's me. Like, I was like, oh, okay. So I said, what's her name? He gave me a name. So I'm not going to say the name because they'll never know who's watching and not trying to embarrass the child. But anyway, I said, oh, okay. And then the other kids start getting on him. And one little boy said, yeah, because as soon as he get out the bus, she going to be coming over there. And the little girl was like, yeah, they'll be sitting together having breakfast in the cafeteria. I said, well, that's real sweet. Like that. And so then the little boy asked me, he said, well, how you know? I said, well, one, I was a teenager once and I raised two teenage boys and a teenage girl. He was like, oh, okay. He said, so did you do that? I said, well, kind of, sort of. I said, he said, what did you wear? And I forgot to even ask him what fragrance he was wearing, but I told him, I said, back in the day, we had this perfume, and it was a lotion too. I remember having a lotion called Love's Baby Soft. That for me, it was a spray as well as a lotion that I would use. And the only other thing my mom would allow me to wear was some lip gloss, and not too much of that. So he was like, oh, so he said, well, what's his name? He said, what was his name? I said, I didn't have a real name, a particular name, but I just wanted to be cute and smell good in case any boys looked at me. I said, because back in the day, we were taught, at least I was taught, we didn't go after the guys. They had to pursue you. He was like, oh, okay. I said, so yeah, I wanted to be cute and smell cute in case any of the boys was looking at me, especially if he had an afro. The little boy said, afro? He said, lady, how old are you? Like that. And so one little girl said, you don't be asking a lady that. You're not supposed to ask a lady that. Y'all, when I tell you they was the cutest little teenagers. And I said, well, no, I'm fine. I said, well, I'm almost 60. He said, what? He said, for real? He said, you don't look. Oh, boy, you have made my day. Like, he's like, you don't look. I said, boy, you have made my day. He said, because we see you. Now one of my neighbors with the loudest car possible want to come out right. But anyway, he says, we see you out here walking this dog all the time. I would have never known that you was almost 60. I said, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty good. So I went on, I wished him a good day at school and went on. So I walked about 2 blocks, and about a half a block coming back, back to the bus stop, they were still standing there. This lady meets me with a dog that the dog had already obviously spotted Cairo because he had got already reacted, and Cairo matches. And so when you get up in your feelings or like you trying to get to him, he will match. And at 100 pounds, that ain't no easy task for me. So I'm holding him, and they stepped off the sidewalk. Now imagine I say they because it was a woman. She could have been 100 pounds soaking wet, and the dog looked like he was a mixed breed, something pit, and it's something like that setter type dogs, or that have that dark brown with spots, and then they have like some speckling. I don't know the breed, but its face kind of looked like a pit or whatever. And it was tall, and I would say probably about 75 pounds. But anyway, so she's walking holding the dog, and then there's a man walking. He literally got his hand in his cell phone, in his face in his cell phone, doing whatever, I don't know. So I actually managed to get behind a truck to block the line of sight between Cairo and the dog. So Cairo pretty much calmed down, but he was down at the bottom, like trying to smell and see if the dog was still there. The dog was pulling this lady on the other side of the truck. They were now in the street. So I was like, oh, fine. I'll just stand here and let them pass. And as soon as I thought they had got to the edge of the other side of the truck to pass, and this was a pickup truck, like a Chevrolet, fairly newer model pickup truck, because that was my worst thing. I was like, please don't let this dog thinking Cairo jump on somebody's truck, because yeah, I know trucks are expensive now, they want no mess with that. But anyway, he didn't, because he had calmed down when he could no longer see it all. But anyway, so they had just cleared the other side of the truck, and I'm like, okay, fine. I turned to start back walking, and I be doggone if that dog hadn't drugged that lady on the side of the truck where we were. He was probably within 5 feet of me before she got control of him. So I'm like, okay. So I keep on walking. Then it did piss me off. I was going to say it pissed me off. But yeah, it did piss me off, because I looked at the guy. Now, he ain't doing nothing. I finally said, are you going to help her? He said, oh, well, it wouldn't matter. The dog is friendly. I don't know that. Like, I'm just sitting there like, oh, are we serious right now? Like, so I just walked on. When I got back to the bus stop, because again, we were half a block from the bus stop, unbeknownst to me, all the children are watching, because they think these two dogs finna go at it. And the same little boy said to me, he said, lady, just for your information, just so you know, he said, I had my money on the German Shepherd. I said, well, you know what? If it were up to me, there wouldn't be anything you need to put your money on. And so one little girl said, yeah, that's right. And another little girl said, yeah, because why did the man try to help her? Because she said, I was thinking the dog was getting ready to drag this lady, because he had literally almost pulled her down. I said, that's exactly what I saw. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I enjoyed my little interaction with the teenagers, because for y'all that don't know, I'm retired as a CPS social worker and supervisor. Teens were the hardest for me on my caseload, because I was in 6 months time period. I'm supposed to work a miracle and get their behavior changed, when you as a parent have thought it was cute and allowed certain behaviors until they get to the point where they're older than you and trying to be as grown as you. Then you want to start disciplining them, and that's when CPS used to have to get involved, because they're not going forward, and it's back and forth and so on and so forth. But anyway, so I used to always have this aversion, Lord, please don't let no teenagers be on that caseload or be in that family or whatever. So they was my least favorite group to work with. I really like the preschoolers, especially about a 3-year-old. Yeah, because they had the language at that point to tell Miss Carla what was going on, and any other thing they wanted to ask Miss Carla, because they don't know to tell a lie. And even when grandmas, mamas, and whomever tried to coach them, they didn't get it. So they just told the truth. But anyway, you all have a great day, and look for me to be in the woods soon.